Hey guys, it is I, the Ninja Drummist, or Lewis as my friends tend to call me. Anyway, I'm just killing a few hours before I've got to go to work and teach people to play the drums, so I thought it's time for another video log. First thing I'd like to say is thanks for the response, guys. It's been amazing. I've been trying to upload a lot more videos recently, and the comments and likes and everything has been really much appreciated. I thank you for watching, and thanks for reacting to the things I'm doing and supporting me. Anyway, one of the questions I've been asked quite a lot recently is how do I record drum videos? So I thought I'd talk a little bit about how I used to do it and then how we're doing things now. Maybe you can get some tips if you want to upload some things to YouTube yourself. So let's have a look. So the first few videos I recorded, or many years ago, were done on probably my first camera phone, I think. I've deleted most of those because obviously the quality doesn't stand the test of time. They look like they were filmed on a toaster. So yeah, this was the next camera I bought. It's not the greatest thing in the world. This is a Sanyo Zacti. I'm not exactly sure of the serial number. I'll probably put that down the bottom later. But this was literally all I used to use in the beginning, to be honest. So what I would do is I would play along with the song with my headphones, and obviously this camera microphone is only picking up the drums, not the track that I'm playing along with, because obviously that's in the headphones. And then a lot of people don't believe that I used to do it this way, but your timing has to be bang on, that's for sure. But what I used to do later was I'd very painstakingly in the video editor try and line the track up with the drums. Your timing has to be really bang on to be able to do it, and there was a few times where I just could never get things exactly in time. Like on the video editor, this was too far that way, that was too far that way, and if only I could just get it in between so it did sound like it was in time. So yeah, it was a bit hit and miss the way I used to do things, and I did find that was kind of counterproductive to the confidence, really, in that when you've spent a few hours trying to record drum videos and then you have some footage that you can hardly use, it's a little bit depressing, yeah. So I decided it was time that we did things a little bit more properly than that. So let's have a look at some of the gear that I've just recently bought. I should mention that that's actually only the videos where I don't have mics on the kit. Some of the videos that I released quite early on were done at a friend's house using his setup, but obviously it's time I got my own, so let's show you that. I thought I'd show you my mic set first. These are the Shure PGA Drum Kit 6, I think it's called, mic set, and I've added an extra tom mic to it myself. For the money, these are really excellent microphones. I'm very impressed with them. You should check them out. So I'm going to read these as we go because I'm not too au fait with microphone code names. Drum kit, I'm fine. I can name you every part on Tama's catalogue, but yeah, drum mics, not so much. So this is a PGA 52 that I use on the kick. And then this is a PGA 57. I think this is probably modelled on the SM57, but yeah, it sounds great. This is for the snare. And then, as I said, this set only comes with 2 tom mics, but it had a pocket for a third, and I decided it was time I added one, so I can at least mic up a 5-piece kit that way. Which, yeah, you may notice that the kit got a little bit smaller once I got the microphones. And this is a PGA 56, all 3 of them are the same on the toms. And then overheads, I think these are PGA 81s. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, that's what that says. And obviously 2 of those because we need a pair for overheads. So yeah, that's the drum mics themselves, but then we need to get them into the computer and record their sounds. So I'll show you how we're doing that next. This is my interface, which I plug the microphones in, and then that USB's into my laptop. This is a Tascam 16x8, great bit of kit. The 16x8 means it's got 16 channels in total, but 8 mic inputs on the front, as you can see there. One of the selling factors for me was that it does have phantom power, which I obviously need to be able to use my overhead mics. They require power from the interface unit. So yeah, then this USB's straight into my laptop, and I'm using Sonar, which I'll show you in a second, to record the audio. Yeah, great bit of kit this, I highly recommend it. It's quite expensive, but I don't think I'll need another one anytime soon, so yeah, check these out. Next, this is Sonar Artist. It's a really great multi-tracking program. I used to be a Cubase man for years, but I haven't really used it in a long time, and as mentioned before, my other videos were done at a friend's house on his setup, and he used Sonar. I was really impressed with how easy it was to use and how good things sounded without too much fiddling around. So you can see here, each of the mics go through the interface into Sonar. We've got the kick, the snare, 2 rack toms, floor tom, two overheads. I think I might need a hi-hat mic quite soon actually, because the overheads don't quite pick up enough of that as I'd like. And then the backing track on the bottom just there. This is the stubs for my most recent cover, Happy by Brandy, just so you can see how that works. And then obviously in order to get this in time with the video, we've got to do some keying. I'll show you how that works in a second. So last but not least, this is PowerDirector. I think this is version 13 that I'm currently using. It's a great cheap video editor, and it's really fast as well. It renders HD video very quickly on this machine. So I thought I'd show you a little bit about how I put the audio and the video in time with each other. So if I just show you for now, this is the audio that's been captured by my camera, and as you can see, there's no backing track. And so, as I say, what I used to do was spend about 3 hours swearing at my computer trying to align an MP3 with the audio from the camera that you hear there. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. It depends how good your timing is. Luckily, my timing seemed to be good enough to pull it off most of the time, but I did have a few video sessions that I just could not get in time with the MP3 and couldn't use. But now, as we have Sonar, just down here, I have the mixed and mastered audio out of Sonar, so what we need to do is get that in time with the video. And I found a pretty cool way of doing that I got from a guy called Cooper Drummer, I think he calls himself, on YouTube. If you watch drummers on YouTube, you'll know who he is because he's everywhere. He's got a very large following on YouTube, fair play to him for that. But he showed a very unique way of keying your video. I'm not sure if that's the technical video term, but basically giving yourself something to align to when you're trying to align audio and video. So if I hit play here a second, you can see just before I start recording, I click my sticks 3 times, and that obviously came out in Sonar as well. So as long as I make sure that those 3 clicks are in line with each other via the audio and the video should match up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the audio from the camera, and I'm going to replace that with the audio from Sonar. Actually, let's take that back so you can see the 3 clicks again. So I think that's probably too far. I'm trying to operate this while looking at the camera. So there's the 3 clicks. And there we go, we have audio and video in time with each other. This is a much better way of doing it. I mean, the way I did it before was nice and cheap and cheerful, but yeah, it didn't yield good results most of the time. Whereas, yeah, I found this is really easy. I can probably edit through most of the audio and video in a few hours and upload it in about the same time, whereas yeah, it did used to take me a couple of days to try and edit through things and get audio in time and things like that. So there you have it, guys. That's how I'm recording the videos at the moment and how I used to record them. Hopefully that gave you guys a bit of an insight into how to make some of your own. And thanks for watching as always. I really appreciate all your support. I'm not a famous drummer, I'm just a guy from a small town in England who has been playing for a long time. So yeah, I really do appreciate all your support. And if you have any questions about this video, please feel free to ask. Thanks again, guys.